everybody? Welcome back. Today I'm taking a look at Nekketsu Hakibu Subete Koronde Dairanto, which was developed by Technos and released in Japan only for the Famicom in 1992. It was originally intended to get a US release under the title Crash and the Boys Hockey Challenge, but that was cancelled for whatever reason. It's just one of many games in the Kunio-kun series, which also includes River City Ransom, Super Dodgeball, and Nintendo World Cup, and while the US versions of those games don't feature one continuous story, the Japanese versions do, and they all feature the same cast of characters. In this installment in the series, Kunio is practicing a bit of dodgeball in front of Nekketsu High School when he accidentally beans Yoichi, the captain of the hockey team, in the head with a dodgeball and knocks him out. This, for whatever reason, convinces Kunio that he should join the school's hockey team and take them to a world championship, just like he did with both the dodgeball and soccer teams. So it makes perfect sense. There are lots of little cutscenes before each game that feature Kunio interacting with other hockey teams, /kendo teams, /baseball teams, etc., and they set the stage for each match. Nekketsu Hakibu has a lot in common with other 8-bit hockey games, like Ice Hockey and Blades of Steel. There's not really a whole lot you can do in a sports game with a 2-button controller, but it does everything really well. The gameplay is fast-paced, really fun, and challenging. The first game or two are pretty easy, but the teams become more and more challenging as you go along. You have the basic pass and shoot button setup, and holding the shot button for a bit lets you perform a wicked power shot. One thing that sets this game apart from other hockey games is the increased focus on combat. Just like in Nintendo World Cup, you can pretty much bash the brains out of your opponents without any real consequences. So go ahead and swing away with that hockey stick. Or as it turns out, kendo stick, baseball bat, and a whole host of other bludgeons. You'll play against a lot more than just hockey teams. Kunio is challenged by all manner of competitors, including, as I mentioned, the kendo team, baseball team, and later on even the football team and the girls' cheer squad. A really cool feature in Nekketsu Hakibu is that after you beat an opposing team, you can begin using their equipment. This not only changes the appearance of your team, but also changes their stats. So each suit changes your offense and defense to varying degrees. Plus, it's kind of fun to play hockey with a baseball bat instead of a hockey stick. Though I have to imagine the amount of injuries in a game would skyrocket. The story mode is pretty long actually, but you can use passwords to pick up where you left off, and you can play through the story mode with 2 players, which is nice. Or you can play versus mode with either 2 or 4 players. All things considered, the gameplay in Nekketsu Hakibu is awesome. It's a lot of fun and definitely has everything you'd expect from a Technos sports game. It's also a game with great visuals and sound design. Again, exactly what you'd expect from Technos. The graphics are awesome with the signature Kunio-kun character designs, which are basically the same as they are in any of the other 8-bit games in the series. There's a lot of color and some nice detail without too much lag or flicker, and overall this is a great looking game. The soundtrack is just awesome. There's some really nice high energy songs during gameplay, and there are quite a lot of different tracks throughout the game. Definitely more than you'd expect from a sports game. There are also some nice and rather familiar sound effects to enjoy. Overall, the graphics and sound design in Nekketsu Hakibu are every bit as good as you'd expect from an 8-bit Technos game, which, if you ask me, were some of the best. So, in case you couldn't tell already, I really like this game. It's really fun, perfect for some multiplayer action, and it looks and sounds great. On top of that, it's a Kunio game, and Kunio is just awesome. Like I said, this game was a Japan exclusive, but there is an English translation floating around out there called Ice Ice Hockey Challenge. If you want to pick up a copy for the Famicom, loose cards can usually be found online for between $10 and $20, and I'd say it's worth that. If you're in the market for a fun 8-bit sports title, or just another great game by Technos, then Ike Ike Nekketsu Hockey Boo is probably for you. Check it out.